If you guys have been living under a rock and you didn't know that Backyard Baseball is coming out with another game, probably this year too, this is going to be a lot of information coming at you right now. So with a new game coming out, it means that we're going to get new legends or new current players in the game. With that being said, we are going to be losing some legends, which obviously sucks, but maybe they give us a bigger roster to work with. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the returning legends, and we're also going to play with some legends that I don't think that are going to be returning for the next game. At least tentatively, it could come out that they are coming back. We just don't know yet. But these are the guys that I don't think will be making a return for the new game that comes out this year. So before we even jump into today's video, we're also going to pick our team. I'm going to take the Montreal Expos, and there's a reason behind that. Obviously, the Montreal Expos don't exist anymore. You could argue that the Florida Marlins or even that the Houston Astros aren't in the NL Central anymore. But Montreal as a whole does not exist as a team. So we're going to take the Expos to start this one, and then we're going to talk about the returning legends and then legends that probably won't be returning. All right, cool. We're going to have the first pick in this one. So we can kind of talk about the legends that will be returning versus the ones that won't be returning. Starting from left to right, we're going to talk over the legends that are confirmed to be returning for the new game this year. It'll be real quick. I think there's only 7. I have it written down. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there's only 7 legends right now that are currently listed to be returning. The current list of legends that are returning for Backyard Baseball would be what, 2025 potentially. I don't know if they're going to name it something else, but the current list is Mark McGwire, Mike Piazza, Vladimir Guerrero, Barry Larkin, Nomar Garciaparra, Chipper Jones, and Kenny Lofton. All 7, I should say, will be returning for this year's game, which is good because there's a lot of guys who I think won't be returning. We'll talk about that in a minute. So let's go over everybody who I think is going to be returning. The list is kind of long, but I'll go through it real quickly, and then I'll kind of give a reasoning after the fact that when I kind of talk about everybody. So starting from left to right, we're going to go top and then kind of move our way around. Greg Vaughn, I definitely think will be back. Jimmy Rollins will definitely be back, in my opinion. Todd Helton, I think he'll be back. Derek Jeter, 100% will probably be back. Randy Johnson, I'm going to say Randy will be back too. I think it's a good chance. Richie Sexson, I think he'll be back as well. Cliff Floyd, same thing. I think he'll be back. Carlos Delgado, 100%. I think he'll be back. Kendall Griffey. Talk about Vlad, Bagwell, Green, Sammy, we said Nomar, Frank, and that's probably it as far as the legends that will be returning, at least from Backyard Baseball 2003. There might be some other ones from older games that do return as well, but we're going to talk about the ones that I don't think are going to be returning for this year's game. So I have a list of like 10-15 names that I don't think will be returning for this year's game. The reasoning is there's a lot of controversy behind the player, or they're just not really around anymore. So their name, image, and likeness kind of fades away, as they kind of do too. They kind of stay under the radar, but it could change, and we could see these guys back. It just depends on what the company wants to do. So the first player is going to be Alex Rodriguez. He's actually going to be our first overall pick in today's video. A-Rod's just been a controversial player his whole career. He's one of my favorite players. He actually is my favorite player of all time.
Pick me for your team.
I am going to take you, A-Rod, but he will probably definitely not be returning. He doesn't really do a lot of things as far as like for the community, like baseball community, I mean, like games and stuff like that. But I still like A-Rod. I'm hoping he does, but I don't think it's possible. So the next player is actually going to be Albert Pujols. He just recently retired. Now, it is very possible that Albert could return. I think there's a good chance, but I just don't see that happening right this second. He's been very, as far as being around the community, he's been around a lot, but he just doesn't seem like the type of guy to jump straight into it. Maybe in a year or two, we might see something different, but for right now, I'm going to say that Albert won't be in this year's game. The next guy is going to be Jason Giambi. Now, the only reason why I'm going to pick Giambi, he actually is in MLB The Show, which is another game that he doesn't really get a ton of love for, as just doesn't really get a lot of good cards in that game. But Giambi is another guy that's kind of controversial, PEDs and stuff like that. I'm 50-50 on this one. I'm not sold that he's going to be in the game, but you never really know. If he comes back, cool. If he doesn't, I don't know a lot of people that really use him. We're going to use him today and see how he does. Welcome, Jason Giambi.
Hi, I'm Jason. Can I play on your team?
Well, you're going to do for this game.
Let's go.
The next guy is Jeff Conine. Another guy that really
think you ought to pick me.
kind of faded. He didn't really, he was a good player back in the day. He just really hasn't been around lately, from what I can find out and see. I don't really know a ton about Jeff Conine. I know he was pretty decent, but he's just gonna be a part of this team. I don't think there's a real chance he comes back with everything else that they kind of have going on in this game. There's gonna be a lot of things happening with this game for sure.
Good choice.
Moving just a little bit further down, we're gonna go to Brad Radke. Now, Brad Radke, I actually do know a little bit about. Good pitcher, really good pitcher back in his time at least. I just don't. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna have a lot of names on this, bench here. There's gonna be a ton of really good legends, maybe some current players. It could get real interesting. Honestly, I don't see Brad Radke being one of them that they return. I think they would come back and maybe have Jim Thome be the legend for the Twins. Joe Mauer, something of that nature, I think would probably be better suited than Brad Radke. You just never know. I've never really used him, so well, we're gonna try him out today. Next player is gonna be Phil Nevin. I don't really know much about Phil Nevin. Looks like he's got good power, but I don't know who he is really, so I can't really say anything. Again, it's just one of those guys that maybe he just doesn't make the wanting of the fans. Not my favorite player, I guess, but because I don't really know him, but it could be somebody else's. But Phil Nevin is going to be on the team for today at least. So another one of the guys that kind of just faded away as he kind of retired. It's Carlos Beltran. Now in this game, he's on Kansas City. Obviously, we know he was really good with the Mets, the Astros. Obviously, played with the Yankees too. Beltran was always a good player. He just hasn't really been around, so I would honestly say it's very likely he won't be in the game. Again, he was really good in his time, but I just don't see it happening. But Beltran, you're going to be on team for today at least. So another one that kind of just recently retired, hasn't made his way back into a lot of the MLB games. It's going to be Ichiro Suzuki. He's still around the MLB quite a bit, advocating for obviously Japanese players to come in and play. But Ichiro has not been in an MLB game in a little bit, so I definitely think it is possible that he will return. I just don't think it will happen. We're actually going to take Bobby Higginson. Yeah, I know this was kind of like a little bit of a trick, but yeah, Ichiro's really good in the game. I kind of want to use Bobby Higginson because I think Ichiro has a chance. Don't think Bobby Higginson does. Again, I grew up where Higginson was on the team with the Tigers, but not for very long from what I can remember. So yeah, I'm going to use Bobby Higginson here, but again, not really somebody I really know a ton of. I've used him in the past in this game. Hasn't been great. Let's try him out, I guess.
Hi, I'm Bob.
And then finally, we're going to kind of go over some honorable mentions before we actually go into this game. I do think there's a very slim chance that Sammy Sosa does return. He is an MLB show currently. It is very, very possible he does return. Very, very possible. I wanted to mention Tim Hudson because I think there's a good chance he returns. Not 100% certain on that, but it is very possible. And then everybody else that's still on here, legend-wise, I do think has a chance. There's just really one obvious one that I think needs to be kind of, well, just emphasized. Yeah, Barry Bonds will never, at least in our lifetime, be in another game. He really didn't like being in video games like in the early thousands in the first place. So it was surprising that he's in this one. I'm curious to see what they do. Let's just take Barry and see how it goes. I'm not sure what else to say about it.
If you want to.
All right, so this is the team that we are going to be using in today's video. This is the non-returning legends video. So this is the team of non-returning legends. So first and foremost, talk about the upgrades. Now, right away, Albert Pujols is maxed in 3 categories. Now his running is still the same, so he's going to stay in right field for right now. We move around the diamond. So obviously you need to be a little fast to play the outfield, but Albert is going to be a little bit on the slower side with still good fielding. Next up, our catcher, Bobby Higginson, another upgrade. 2 on his hitting, 2 on his pitching, and 1 on his fielding. Very nice to see. And then finally, the one downgrade we have is to our left fielder, Barry Bonds. -1 to his hitting and -1 to his fielding. I don't think that's that bad. It's okay. We should be just fine. Otherwise, the team looks really good. Everybody else is normal, so let's see what they got. Let's have some fun with this one. Why not, right? All right, so I did not play in this. This is kind of crazy. Yeah, they did not take a single legend, and they went with the all-girls squad, which I think is actually incredible. I don't know if this is exactly the same team that I took. I know it's definitely not because I don't think I had Kimmy, but this is incredible because I didn't think that this would ever happen. They took 0 legends, which is hilarious, but they do have some upgrades and some downgrades that are kind of good, kind of bad. The first upgrade, if Sally Dobbs, she has +1 to her pitching. Sally's actually really good in this game, just not when I use her. Maria Luna has +1 to her pitching as well. Jocinda Smith is kind of boosted in running, pitching, and fielding, which is really good. Kimmy Ekman sucks as always, but we already know that's Kimmy. Vicky Kawaguchi has a couple minuses, but nothing crazy. Lisa Crockett has +1 to her pitching. She's their pitcher, so that's good for her. And then Stephanie Morgan is really, really fast today. She got her running shoes on, but everything else is normal with her, so it's not a huge upgrade in any way. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video where I guess it's going to be the Legends versus the all-girls team. Let's see who wins. It's a really good pitch. I'm looking for something inside, and she throws that pitch. Not off to a hot start, but that's okay.
Barry Bonds at bat.
Let's go, Barry. Do some damage, kid. I mean, that could be good. Special pitch. Drop it, Lisa. Let's go. Whoa! I'm in such disbelief of that hit with Barry. What? Why? We actually have a usable pitcher today, so this could be bad for them. Jocinda's boosted, so she could do some damage to us here. Oh, she bunts right away. Should be right to Brad. Second out. Damn, Keisha Phillips. Barry. Okay, Barry. Don't catch it. That's okay. Get her, Bobby. Ooh. Yeah, I don't feel bad. I don't. We're gonna get a double with Bobby Higginson off a special pitch too. We're gonna get a power up right away. See what we get. Why is it always on this field? Why does it always happen here? This is insane right now. Another special pitch hit, maybe? Wow, that's a good swing. We're going. Just kidding. That's a great play from Maria Luna. I thought we actually crushed it, but apparently we didn't hit hard enough. Wow. Absolute paint from Lisa Crockett there. Second strikeout of the day for her. Whoa! What was that, A-Rod? That was a hell of a throw. Okay. Oh, he caught it. I didn't think he was gonna catch it on a line. Son of a bitch. Should have had the double play. I don't even know why you would try. I'm sorry, not Jeff Conine. Brad Radke gets another strikeout. Attaboy. I don't know what else I can do here, folks. It's terrible. Terrible. What are we doing, folks? Let's try to bunt. Really missed it. Strikeout number 3. All play. A-Rod's got it. Second out. I mean, this should be an automatic out, but you never know. Ground ball. At the short. A-Rod. Jambi. Third out. It's not good. But it gets there. That a boy. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it, Barry. Good swing. Albert, great swing. A little slow, so he's not going to be able to get the second, but we're going to take that. Run on first and third now. Want to try it, Bobby? We'll try it, Bobby. Like I said, I don't think Bobby's coming back, but of course you use a special pitch when we try to hit it, because, you know, that's what we're trying to do here. Absolute paint job by Lisa Crockett. Good swing. Okay, I didn't know Phil Nevin had that type of power, but great swing. Walk with Jeff Conine. We're on first and second now. It's not a terrible swing. I'm in pain. So much pain. Fourth strikeout for Brad Radke. Not the greatest arm in the road, but he's gonna do the job, so we'll take that. Brad Radke with his fifth strikeout. Okay, Keisha. Okay. Oh. Did want to catch that one? Okay, whatever. We get another walk. Alex Rodriguez. And we get another walk with Barry Bonds. Bases loaded now. And Lisa Crockett is going to walk in another run. 3-0 now. The refusal to take out Lisa is kind of causing them here. Oh, she don't want to catch that one? Wow, okay. Oh, we're going to get 2 more runs there on the air in center field by Maria Luna. They really need to take out Lisa, but they still aren't going to do it, I don't think. Never mind, they actually did. They put in Sally Dobbs now. She does have a boost to her pitching, so it could be interesting. Yeah, man, good pitch. Sally Dobbs, good pitch. Kind of, it could have been 50-50 ball. I had to swing. Oh, wow. Hey, good play by Stephanie Morgan. Kind of a bad swing, but whatever. Brad Radke with his 6th strikeout of the day. A bunt from Stephanie Morgan. Ooh, wow, that was really close at first. I'm very surprised by that. Brad Radke, 7th strikeout. Rhea puts it in play. That will be the 3rd out. Oh, not a bad swing from Brad Radke. Wow, Kimmy, good play. That's great play from Kimmy. Good pitch from Sally. Pretty hard ball hit. Right down the middle, and I missed it. Oh boy. Ooh, Annie, good swing. Excuse me. Just to have fun with it, I'm gonna throw Kimmy a fastball right down the middle. I want her to hit into double play because I just dislike her that much.
He's ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard. Didn't quite make it. On to second. She's safe. Chucks it to first. Safe on first. Over to third. And she's safe. Chucks it over to second. Safe at second. Straight to home plate. And that's a run.
That's honestly pretty fucking hilarious. Oh, Navi wants to throw normal. That's funny. I'm okay with giving up that run. That was honestly hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at yourself. That's perfectly fine.
Swinging. Strike three.
We probably could have struck out Kimmy there, but we'll take that. That's fine.
He winds
If we lose, we
up the
lose.
offering.
It'll be our fault.
Ground ball, having a rough time of it. Good job. Throws it over to third. Out.
There you go. Good play.
Gotta watch where they're going out there.
Get Kimmy out at third. Don't know why we couldn't do that without the hassle, but
Ready
well,
now,
that's okay.
and the
We'll take it.
offering. Away. Another strike. Makes the break. Over to second.
Guess that's how we're gonna end the game. That's fine. I don't. Why would you run? But all right, that's fine. That's fine. That's how we're gonna end the game. Okay, we're good. All right, so we did end up picking up the victory here. It was kind of a little lackluster to say the least. It was funny though. I did have a good time with this one. We ended up playing the all girls team with the all boys team, and legends versus. I mean, it's a whole bunch of different things you could say that happened accidentally. Obviously, last inning we gave up around 2 to Kimmy, of all people who has a super downgrade. But we had fun with it. Why not, right? You're just kind of, you got to laugh sometimes. You can't take yourself seriously when games like this because random stuff happens all the time. I had a good time though with this one. I really, if I had to give out an MVP though for this one, we're gonna have to give out a co-MVP. If I'm being honest, Phil Nevin and Bobby Higginson are gonna be the co-MVPs. Let's hear if they have something to say about how they did for today's game.
I'm Phil Nevin. How do you do?
Well, I'm doing great. I think you are too after that performance, but whatever. Bobby, do you have anything to say about your performance today?
My name's Mr. Higginson. Just kidding, that's my dad. My name is Bobby Higginson. Sometimes people call me Bob. But Bob isn't a name, it's something you do. I suppose you can call me Higgy.
Okay, well, that's how we're gonna end this one off, folks. If you did enjoy this one, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.